Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
I'm okay for now.
Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Yeah, but I'm okay, thank you. Read. Make sure you're getting ready for your match. Hmm? Okay, take some rest, you'll be fine.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Vanchakopatarubhyascha kripasindubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna Mukaravinda, Hare Krishna Kachakra, Krishna Krishna monks, RVC rocks. Anakul Seva Prabhu, behind the scenes, making everything work. Ranchor, rising star. Shamohini, keeping us all going. Sham Bhakti, unlimited service, always there. Narhari Dev, Prabhu, stalwart in book distribution. Divya Ananda Prabhu, a leader of the Sankirtan parties. ISKCON Dallas, one of the most potential places on the planet, ready to burst forth and take the lead everywhere. Vedavit Prabhu, a stalwart since the very beginning of the Sankirtan explosion. Anuttama Prabhu, meticulous, never-ending service all throughout Canada. Surendra Jagrop, welcome to the program. Malini Devi Dasi, one of the now world-famous book distributor and leaders of the Sankirtan movement. We have Sham Rasika. Thank you very much for joining us today. We're very happy you're here. Sarvamangala Devi Dasi, Hare Krishna, DDGPS. Welcome, nice
Hare
picture.
Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam.
Simran's here, fantastic. Samrat, Kansara, Nandini Kishori,
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you.
hardest working Vaishnavi in ISKCON. Magadari Das. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Welcome, everybody. We're here under very favorable circumstances, and that is that somehow we've been bequeathed service from a pure devotee who said, kindly help me. He got a mission that came down to him from the greatest of Paramahamsas in the history of the world, who specialize in prema, pure love for Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Sri Vrindavan Dham Jagannath Puri, and all the other dhams that we relish through the Srimad Bhagavatam. It's unprecedented in the world that there's been an opportunity like this, that is through high-speed printing, that we're able to get copies of the words of the pure devotees, what to speak of the Srimad Bhagavatam itself, which self-proclaims Tadvag Visargo Janataga Viplavo. It's meant to flip the conditioned life of a living entity back towards the spiritual world. Now we're going to shopping malls, we're going to apartments where people live with parakeets, we're going into congested areas of the world where people are enslaved in little cubicles, staring at a screen all day, trying to manipulate numbers. For what? Who knows what? It's pushed by the mode of passion. The only answer in the world is to rise above the modes of material nature. Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitam brahma bhuya kalpate, and come to Brahman. But nobody knows who the real Brahman is, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God, and without knowing that, there's no hope for the soul in this world. We simply float endlessly and fall back down into the variety of the material world, attracted by the promised sense enjoyment that we'll get, but only to be thrashed again and again against the rocks of disappointment in the material world. So we have a chance. We're the ones. Take a look at the screen. Everyone who's here is in on this. And one person can make a coup if he or she is determined enough. We have a whole team. We have an army that's growing around the world. And we have a protocol for doing it also. We're not playing with politics and trying to rearrange things that'll just get rearranged again. But what we're doing is going to the root cause of all suffering in the material world, all cause of disappointment, all cause of fear, all cause of anger, and we're addressing it at the root. Now we have the chance together as a team to fulfill Prabhupada's vision that devotees would cooperate together to expand the distribution of the Srimad Bhagavatam all over the world. What's more, they would come together regularly and they would read it deeply and imbibe the principles of the Bhagavatam and become examples for the world of what it looks like to live in the world but never touch it, being absorbed in the spiritual world. Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashanti Suryaho Divivachakshatatam Tabipraso Vipanyavo Jagravam Sahasimindate Vishnurya Paramam Padam. Today, on a practical level, we're going to hear from devotees from various parts of the world that are engaged in this specialized yajna for those who have listened and lent an ear to our acharyas, headed by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who passed on to us mantras like, if you ever get money, print books, and kindly help me, and that the distribution of knowledge is the greatest charity, it's the greatest philanthropy. Everything else falls short. And then there's organizational aspects. And now we're coming into the Bhadra Purnima. Together around the world, we've been able to achieve numbers of books distributed that we never thought possible, but it's only the beginning. And the thrill of looking towards what seems to be impossible and then invoking Lord Chaitanya's mercy so we can reach the next stage is what makes the Krishna consciousness movement exciting. There's a devotee in India, Narottam Priya Prabhu, very brilliant mind, worked in investment banking. He got engaged in ISKCON service, managing a restaurant and some other things. And then he started reading about the old days, how devotees would go out and challenge themselves, going into the great unknown just to preach Krishna consciousness like Prabhupada did. And he said, that's what I want. Then he found out more and more about book distribution and started his own monthly Sankirtan festival in Juhu. And now he's got hundreds of devotees going out every month who feel liberated that they have this service to do, to go out into public and deal with people's free will every day, giving them an opportunity to turn towards Krishna. So this Bhadra Purnima is an organized effort all over around the world. We have the opportunity to get to 100,008 sets a year as a baseline. We thought we were challenged when we went from 7,000 and we said we're going to do 10,000. And many people said, oh, that's really an onerous task. How would we ever do that? They thought it was some dream. But then we far exceeded it in a time when everyone thought nothing was possible, which was during the pandemic. So we want the exhilaration of challenging ourselves to do the impossible. And here's the opportunity. There's a point in time, the Bhadra Purnima. And you may say, well, here's how much we did last year. This is only how much we can do. Or we can come up with a long list of excuses, or we can assume it can be done and jump into that realm of the impossible and say, let's see what Lord Chaitanya has in store for us. We're just going to rush into battle after carefully planning, of course, and take shelter of Lord Chaitanya's mercy. So today, we're going to invite Tirumala Devidasi first to speak about what's happening in Africa. There's a lot happening there. It's a huge continent, and let's hear from Tirumala. Tell us how it's going, what you're looking at this year, how you're going into the next year to help reach the 100,008 sets of Bhagavatams. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So in Africa, we're still updating our pledges. At the moment, the total is at 220. So from Mauritius, they've pledged 150. The leaders have met and, they've been strategizing in terms of how they're going to go about reaching their target. They're going to try to push for a bit more than the 150. But at the moment, that's what they're comfortable pledging. And then in South Africa, from Durban, they've also, had planning sessions. And their target for now is 50 sets. In Sandton, we've also pledged 20. So the total pledge for South Africa is standing at 70. The devotees in Kenya are still meeting and discussing their pledge. So the total pledge will go up. from the 220. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Tirumala Devidasi, for those scores, pledges. We wish you Godspeed. May Lord Chaitanya help you smash all your goals. Now we're going to Nandini Kishori. What's
Now,
the
I need to share
zeitgeist
my
here
screen.
in North
So
America?
I need to share my screen. So here we are. I hope you can see it.
Yep.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada. So we see a lot of nice increases. Tampa, very small Sangha, just few years ago increased to 70. ISKCON Silicon Valley 3,800. Seattle 160. Washington DC increased to 151. Dallas increased to 150. This is almost 1.5 times what they did last year. Naperville always goes with 20% increase. And they have gone to 501. Los Angeles is saying minimum 400. Houston is saying 155. And Farmington Hills, Michigan going to 108. And Columbus.
They're going to 108. I mean, going from what to 108? Do you have what they did last year compared to what they're doing this year? Otherwise,
I think 80. I
well,
think 80 or to 90.
thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. I didn't know have the exact number. And Baltimore going to 275 from above 200. Yeah. And so this is really extremely nice. And I wanted to share one small thing. This is an email to me from Mayapur Shashi Prabhu. So you see, this is this number of sets distributed since the beginning. And he said these sets, assume that 90% are Chaitanya Bhagavatam sets and 10% as other sets. So we see that there was just 1995, just 2000, Centennial 11,000, and then so less sets. And when I saw that, I felt that Vaisheshika Prabhu is like a Dhruva Maharaj, he's increasing the number of sets distributed, increasing the weight on the earth, and taking us to such a big number, 2026, 100,000, which is like past many years combined, 2007 to probably 18, 10 years combined. So I'm so grateful that I get to work with this. Second thing I'm seeing is that some temples, they need to be reminded of their potencies like Hanuman was reminded, and maybe they can do their true potential. That's all from me. Thank you so much, Vaisheshika Prabhu, and all the assembled
Thank you,
devotees.
Nandini Kishori. An example that she sets is to personally contact people. It always makes a difference. If you send an email, somebody may or may not read it. But if you call up like Nandini Kishori and Anutama Prabhu or actually go there, then you can have a conversation and people will take it personally. Okay, thank you very much. Now we're going to Anutama Prabhu up in Canada.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances always, Srila Prabhupada. I have a bit of a slide deck that I'd like to share. Um, let me know once you can see it.
Yep.
Okay, so for Canada, our key focus areas. So we had a long-term goal of 1,000 sets for 2026. We achieved that last year with the GKG 5,000 campaign. So we were at 1,116 sets. So that exceeded that. So our goal is just to kind of start by goal setting and distribution early, which I think this is the first year where we have had such early goals and also early distribution. So thus far, we have a goal of 644 from 16 centers. We are still waiting on a couple more centers to give us their goals. So I'm confident we'll get close to that 700 number or past that. For some communities, I'm taking a little pragmatic approach where last year, where they were so reliant on sponsorships as a high percentage, I'm encouraging them to do physical set distribution for select communities so that their community and devotees get used to doing that and not just overly reliant on just sponsorships. Um, Making extra endeavors in smaller communities, so getting those single digits to double digits is really important, and also holding space for Srimad Bhagavatam discussions. I found that whenever communities have these sort of space for newcomers to come and read the Bhagavatam or the Gita or whatever, then it shows that we're not just distributing books, that they're also reading the book. So it holds space. Some pictures. So I visited Calgary back in April, and I was able to collect their goals in person, which was nice. But this is more recent pictures since then. So they've started the Bhadra campaign with full vigor, and distributing lots of Srimad Bhagavatam sets, which is quite wonderful. Being out in Western Canada, they can feel quite isolated, but now they've had a surge in enthusiasm and devotees, so they're number one out west, which is great. Next is Brampton. So they have been doing really, really active book distribution, lots of different bundles of books, Chaitanya Charitamrita sets, Bhagavatam sets, a lot of home deliveries. So that's really key. We just deliver the set to home. So that's something that's really personal, leaves a personal touch. They are number one in book points thus far. So this is really good. So it's really nice to see that. Oakville, another small center, they're going to the summer markets, new venues. Markets are a great place to meet people and to showcase our books. So that's fantastic. Credit to them. Scarborough, so I recently visited their Srimad Bhagavatam workshop, which they've been doing it for 50 months. So I visited it yesterday for the first time. It was quite detailed, and I was, as part of grassroots book distribution from study groups, we were able to distribute a couple of Bhagavatam sets. Then they also ordered from the BBT recently, which is fantastic. Toronto, so I volunteered with them at a festival north of Toronto, and then they're doing a lot of summer festivals, so that's really, really good just to get the word out there and to plant some seeds. So I hope to visit, volunteer with Toronto next weekend, and then going to Halifax in August to do a workshop with them on book distribution and also some sort of classes with their community. So that's the update from my end.
Thank you very much, Anutama Prabhu. It reminds me of the saying that the best fertilizer is the gardener's shadow. If we're there in the garden, if we're walking around, visiting the various venues, then by the leader's presence, the plants are well taken care of. And now we go to Malini Devidasi. She'll be giving a presentation about ebooks and anything else you'd like to say. Malini, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances before all Guru Prabhupada. I thought ebooks presentation will be given by Balmukunda Prabhu, but I may be.
Yes, Malini Mataji. Sorry,
Okay.
Bal Mukunda Prabhu is here to talk about ebooks. Thank you.
Okay. Prabhu, I wanted to share a few things that we're doing here at ISV, which I felt is important as a community to do. As Anutama Prabhu was pointing out about ebooks, sorry, not ebooks, he's pointing about summer festivals. We see that a lot of youth and kids have vacation now, summer vacation, and we see a big increase in the participation from the youth, and they are going out almost every weekend. And not only that, they're also going on the weekdays as well. So encouraging the youth in some form or shape is helping them to be engaged. At the same time, they're also contributing towards the book distribution. And they're also, because they're more and more included in the book distribution team, they are also thinking of how to distribute sets. They're asking for training on how to distribute sets as well. So that's one thing that we see is working. And summer festivals, a lot of festivals in summer, so good time to reserve a spot and distribute books. And we also found that DMV is also working out really well. And DMV has a place where you can go and sign up. And you have to tell them what time and how many people will be at the spot, and it's legal spot. And we saw a Bhagavatam set distributed at DMV recently in this area. So it's a good opportunity. And there's many DMVs, many places. So it's a good spot if you wanted to try. And from the principal's perspective, we were just recently meditating on how to leave everyone with a good impression, pays for a long-term response. So I wanted to share a story. Last year we went for a vacation to Mammoth Lakes, which is close by to here in this area. And after the Mammoth Lakes trip, we were coming back to ISV, and on the way, and we carried some few Bhagavatam sets in the car, and we carried some books as well. And we didn't get an opportunity much to distribute in Mammoth Lakes because we didn't get a chance. So on the way back, we were passing through Yosemite, and I told my husband Srivas Pandit Prabhu that we have these books in the car. We haven't done anything. So Prabhu randomly stopped at a rest area, and the rest area was totally empty. I mean, there was nobody there, but we just thought, let's give it a try for a few minutes. And finally, two gentlemen came there. They were from Indian origin, and I showed them the Bhagavad Gita Trimurti set, and they said, one of the persons said that he was from Prayag. And he said, I already know all these books. I don't want these books. But the other person who was with him, he took the Trimurti set. And then he just probably gave a small donation, and then he left. And yesterday, I went to another store here for distributing books. And I didn't recognize him, but he said, oh, remember you gave me a book at Yosemite? And I was wondering, oh, Yosemite. What are the odds that the person you meet there comes back here? And he said, I came to the temple last week, and I started going to all the programs that are there in this area. And he said, I also saw you talking about books at the temple. But he felt so happy, and he was thanking me so many times for giving a Bhagavad Gita. I mean, though he was from a spiritual place, but still reconnecting back with them actually makes a big difference. So I was very happy that just distributing the books and leaving them with a good impression without pressuring them, they just come back again and again. And we also found the same principle working in other areas as well. And the other one I want to mention was intention matters. Sometimes we feel like we have so many things to do, there's so many programs to go, and then you're choosing, oh, what should I do? Should I go for book distribution or not? But if you sincerely desire to go for book distribution, Krishna makes things happen. Recently, His Holiness Indradumna Maharaj was here in the Bay Area, and the program was on Saturday evening at some place, and we were wondering, oh, should we go to the program? Should we miss? Should we go distribute books? We were just in many minds, and we just thought, okay, we have to cut off at certain point. And usually it takes about 20 minutes or 30 minutes to distribute a Bhagavatam sets, or sometimes 15 minutes. That day, because we had to leave early, we were just packing up. And we stopped one person, and then we just were talking to him, and I asked, would you like a Srimad Bhagavatam set? And we were rushing, we were almost packing up. And he just said, how much? And then we just told him that it is $250, and then he just gave a donation, and he left. So we distributed a book in less than 30 seconds, a Srimad Bhagavatam set in less than 30 seconds. And not only that, we just packed up. We were just sitting in the car. Another person came, and then he asked, "What are you doing here? What was your table about?" And we told him about Srimad Bhagavatam very quickly, and he also accepted Srimad Bhagavatam said. So I was just thinking that how if we have the intention of distributing books, somehow Krishna makes all the arrangements. So all we have to do is just be out there and have a sincere prayer and try it out. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak something. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Malini. Devidasi, and showing once again that facts tell but stories sell. I wanted to walk out the door just now after hearing these stories. Now we have a great pleasure of hearing from Ambarishi Maharaj, who will be addressing us from St. Petersburg, and looking forward to hearing his update. And then we have 3 to 4 minutes to talk to the devotees in St. Petersburg who will be patching in from the assembly they're in right now. Maharaj, so good to see you. Thank you very much for taking full responsibility for that part of the world. It's always a pleasure. Hare Krishna. Sound is less. We can barely hear you. Anukul Seva, is there a workaround? Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande Haribo.
I think the mic is not plugged in correctly.
Ambrishi Maharaj, we can't hear you. Anukul Seva Prabhu is suggesting maybe your microphone isn't plugged in properly. Although the visual is fantastic.
Hare Krishna. Do you hear me now?
Now, yes, thank you very much, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So today we are here in St. Petersburg together with devotees, and they are planning to distribute 100 Srimad Bhagavatam sets for this marathon. And different yatras in Russia, they are also taking some vows to contribute to this marathon. So if you would like to address devotees, they will be very happy to hear from you.
Vancha kalpatarusha kripasinabhevacha
Так, теперь я
patitanam
подключусь.
pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ambrishi Maharaj, can you hear me okay?
So now I will switch to that you will not hear me, and devotees will hear you and they will hear me. I will switch to Bluetooth mode.
Okay.
So please now speak now.
Dear devotees, I offer you my humble obeisances.
Включилось, да, Bluetooth включился, но не слышно.
Vancha kalpatarusha kripasinabhevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that the Sankirtan movement should be in every town and village. And our recent acharyas have given us the means to bring the transcendental sound vibration to every village, every home. The human body is miraculous. It is created specifically to understand God. Out of all the species of life, the human, when in contact with transcendental literature, can come to perfectly understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Sanatana Goswami, Maya Mugda Jivanahi Sata Krishna Gyan, Jivere Kripaya Koila Krishna Veda Puran, that Krishna had a plan to liberate all the jivas who are in ignorance in the material world by sending Srila Vyasadeva to bring the Srimad Bhagavatam. And there's two kinds of work in this world. One can work very hard just to maintain oneself and have a piece of toast to eat in the morning and struggle very hard in life. Or one can have the work of distributing Srimad Bhagavatam. The work of distributing Srimad Bhagavatam is the same work that was done by Shukadeva Goswami. Yasmanubhavam akila shuti saramekam adhyatma deepam atitir shatam tamondam samsarinam karuna yaha paranaguyam tam vyasa sunam upayami guru muninam. When he understood Srimad Bhagavatam, he was inspired to go into the world to give it to other people so they could cross over the darkness of this material world. The hard work of distributing Srimad Bhagavatam is completely different from the hard work of earning money to eat a piece of toast every morning. Those who work to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam experience ever-increasing bliss and abundance in their lives. All of you are following in the footsteps of the great acharyas and in the footsteps of Srila Shukadeva Goswami. Please feel free to give your body, mind, and soul to reading, memorizing, and distributing the Srimad Bhagavatam to every person in Russia. We're very enlivened to be working all together around the world as one world team. We have a common purpose, and that is to cover the earth with transcendental knowledge through Srila Prabhupada's rendition of the Srimad Bhagavatam. There's no progress without taking a risk. It always feels like a risk if you make a pledge that you'll do a certain number of Srimad Bhagavatams. But as soon as you take a pledge, then Lord Chaitanya will give you the intelligence and the resources to fulfill that pledge. I wish I was there with you in St. Petersburg. I'd like to go and meet the Russian people and distribute Srimad Bhagavatam there. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you so desire, please empower the devotees of St. Petersburg to smash their goal of distributing at least 100 Srimad Bhagavatam sets for Bhadra Purnima. Thank you for considering my request. Om Tat Sat. Gaur Premanande Haribol. Thank you very much, Ambarishi Maharaj, for your outstanding leadership and advocation for the distribution of Srila Prabhupada's books. It's unprecedented in the world. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Vaishashki Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Gaur
Спасибо.
Premanande.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And now we have Bal Mukunda is going to talk about a huge breakthrough in the distribution of Srila Prabhupada's books that will change your life, it will change the world. So please lean in. Here we go, Bal Mukunda. Thank you for being a pioneer. Without you, this wouldn't happen. He breathes it. In Atlanta, Georgia, back in the 1980s, when I was stationed there for book distribution, above the bookroom door, there was a sign that said, "Eat book, sleep book." And that describes Bal Mukunda when it comes to ebooks and audiobooks. Please tell us the breakthrough.
Hare Krishna devotees, thank you so much, Vaishika Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. So, I would like to share that we have been digital book distribution, how we can distribute digital books on streets like paper books. And these efforts have been in pipeline from several years. We have been working on it from at least 5 years, how to do it. So we have been working hard and trying different things, what works, what is the right way to do it. And after several iterations, several pilots, we have at the stage that we can expand this. So, and that's where I want to share that, especially last 1 year, we have made good progress. So I want to share. So, and then I can see how you all can participate. So we are running this pilot in ISV, and these all efforts have been we are working in close collaboration with BBT, especially North European BBT, who published a lot of ebooks, audiobooks, and with their collaboration, we are running this pilot in ISV and last 1 year we really got good success that how to distribute digital books. So what I'd just like to share some stories. So this is in Sadhu Sangha we tried, and like several devotees wanted ebooks. So these are pilot versions. We have simple cards, and in that there are instructions to download the ebooks. And we are able to distribute in the Sadhu Sangha. Devotees are able to distribute in them on like streets. Then just like paper books. So it is helping your devotees in many ways. So generally, and we have been piloting especially Srimad Bhagavatam sets. So how we do it is, it's helping devotees in many ways. They showcase the paper books, and many people like they like the Bhagavatam set, but when sometimes they hesitate number of books and some other reasons, so for space, and then we offer the digital books. So that's helping devotees to distribute more Srimad Bhagavatam sets. And it's been like last 6 7 months, it's been really good response from the people. And like and now we are able to also distribute, like this devotee who was went on vacation, and he wanted to really, he met someone who wanted ebooks, like who wanted Prabhupada books, and from there he could distribute the books. So and we are also getting Lakshmi, and it's really helping to penetrate more in the book distribution. Now the question comes, and these are the numbers we have been distributing, and these are on streets. For example, uh, like last year we distributed, I think, like if you see the numbers, like every month we are able to distribute 50 to 60 Srimad Bhagavatam set. These are just ebooks numbers. Paper books are separate, and they are complementing paper book distribution. So every weekend, 10, 12 Bhagavatam sets are going for the ebooks, and we are getting Lakshmi for that. And the good thing is, so now, like, and it's both ways. Like there are, so you may, a lot of you distribute books, you know that a lot of people ask for ebooks, audiobooks, and we are able to fulfill that needs. So currently the pilot is going on, uh, and these are the results from pilot. We have not yet fully launched. So now the question comes, how we are doing it. So what BBT Media have done, BBT Media is BBT's website. From there, we go and we can buy the single use codes. So these are the like gift card codes, single use codes, and the way, and these are used, can be used only once to do it. So we buy these codes, and we distribute these codes via cards, or we have via emails to the recipient. Like we meet someone on the street, he wants the ebooks, we sometimes use the card, or we just collect his email ID, collect the donation, and we send the email with the instruction that how to download the books. And then they go to the website like bbtmedia.com, redeem, they enter the code, and then they get their e-copies of Bhagavatam. They can download the books, and once they have the books, they can upload on any devices like Kindle, iBooks, Playbooks, and they can read on their favorite device. BBT have also developed the app, which is like Krishna Library app. It's available on Android, iOS, and recently launched on Android. So the recipient can just enter the code on their phone, on their app, inside the app, and then they can read the books. They can read the books, and so that way they can get um, mm, they can just access the books like any other ebooks they use it. So now, like the good thing is, now this is a really great thing that BBT have approved that you get same number of book points for digital books what you get for the paper books, and you also get the Lakshmi points. And the mechanism works such a way that you can seamlessly integrate it with your paper books. You don't have to do something different for digital books. You can carry the cards or codes. Like I can help you the setup, rest of things, but you go for paper book distribution, and similar way, you, if someone says, hey, I want digital version of it, you can just distribute the digital books with it. Now there are like there are several steps to do it. I have like how to the purchase, how to distribute it. So I would love if you can sign up this QR, if you can scan this form and submit it. I will personally reach out to you to set up the system, understand it, and give you the demo, and walk you through the entire process. Um, it will be great if you can sign up for this form. The form is pretty short. You can just fill it in, and I'll help you to set up entire process of distributing digital books. Happy to answer any questions, comments.
What are you telling people when you meet them on the street? How long does it take to sell an ebook when you're standing at a book table?
Oh, I saw in few minutes they accept it. Like you say within few minutes they're accepting it. They're just giving the donation. We show them paper books, Bhagavatam. They say that then they say that okay, do you have digital version? I don't have a space, or say Lakshmi something, and then we offer them ebooks and they immediately accept it. All
And
we
what
do is like collect Lakshmi and email address and phone numbers or something.
so what's the advantage of this ebook over just the free database?
They get the personal experience. They can listen through the apps, and database is there, but like people like if you buy the book on Kindle, you can read, you can take your notes. It's your personal copy, and you can get the new versions of it. So and they feel valued when they pay the money. I think knowledge is available online, but when the people pay the money, they feel valued to access it, read it.
Thank you, Prabhu. Anybody else have questions for Bal Mukunda about
And
selling
yeah,
ebooks?
and
Hare
you can
Krishna.
yes,
Um,
sorry.
this is Ren Haridas. So, what is the cost of it, Prabhuji, for ebooks?
The cost of ebooks is around like BBT is like the temple price is around 36 to 40 euros, and then we distribute for like a double price, like 50 to $100 donation.
Okay,
This is a pilot prize which BBT have published now for a few months just to help us to learn the ebook distribution.
got it, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. But I have another question. Maybe it's not related to book distribution, but nowadays, kids are watching TV, different serials and right, kids videos, etc. Is there any series for the kids? Where internet they can watch.
So videos are not available, but BBT have audiobooks. Like recently, they have a Krishna library. They have a Krishna audio storybooks, so they can listen to it. Yeah, same way we can distribute them.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Prabhuji. But is there any plan, like in the future, we are planning to develop any, a video kind of it? That video is more powerful than reading. That's
Yes,
what I
Prabhu.
think.
Yeah, the plan is incrementally provide digital offering like ebooks, audiobooks, and then go for videos. So that as we develop the pipelines, mechanism, and the offer more types of media, that's the long-term vision we have.
Great. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Magadari Prabhu, go ahead.
Thank you, devotees. Yeah, I was just wondering if we have to, as a temple, we have to purchase the digital copies in bulk, and then we have to distribute the codes after that, or we should just direct them to the original source.
No, you purchase it and you distribute it. That way you can, it's your sale. Uh, because like BBT have the books on online also, Amazon.com or every app you can download the ebooks, but generally people don't buy it like if you just direct. So that way, if you pre-purchase, the benefit we did it in ISV is we are pre-purchasing and then we are giving it to them. So we are able to close the transaction. They are giving us Lakshmi on street, like whenever we give them the access to the code, we are getting Lakshmi. So that way you can really close the sale there when you meet the people.
Thank you.
Anutama Prabhu for the last one, because we still have a few more presenters. Nartam Priya, notably from India, will be on right after Anutama asks his question.
My question is with the English Srimad Bhagavatam said it comes with physical book comes with an ebook. So how is that ebook different from this?
Yes, physical books comes for the copy, but these are, I mean, like these are single-use codes, and they can be used once. So the BBT, I think not all BBT published, BBT Europe have added the codes into their books.
Yeah.
So these are complementary, but these are work in parallel. They are like, I think there are two types of system. You can say that, but with this, it's only digital version of it. They get complementary only with paper books. This is only digital version of the ebook, it kind of thing. Like They're just buying the digital version.
Thank you very much for all these questions. We've noted them all, and we'll be, as you just heard, it's the beta version, so we're tightening everything as far as the marketing, the packaging, the presentations. All those things are to be improved. In the meantime, digital books are flying out the door here. Don't miss it. You buy the single-use codes, and you're armed. It's almost like cryptocurrency or something. You have it, right in your phone, and you can sell them right on the street. So get in on the early side, and also find out where the gaps are from your side. We're coming up to the point where it'll be seamless for everybody. Thank you very much, Bal Mukunda, for spearheading this most important initiative. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce one of my favorite devotees in the Sankirtan movement. Apparently, he's got some followers there. Narottam Priya Prabhu, coming to us live from Juhu. I mentioned him earlier, and as one of the champions of the monthly Sankirtan Festival. He's had an unprecedented success there in Juhu, empowering lots and lots of people who had never done book distribution, giving service to a huge group of devotees. Narottam, how's it looking in India? How are you feeling there?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. It's going well, Prabhuji. Thanks to your push. I remember last year we had a call where we were arguing somewhat with you that we can't follow the target that you gave us, and then you just said that Lord Chaitanya can make miracles happen. So after that we have stopped making excuses why things can't happen, and we're just trying the best we can. So this time, Prabhuji, we have now steadily around 180 to 200 temples which report their scores in India. But we have close to 350 centers here that submit their financials. So what we are doing is we are making a strong effort to get the additional temples to report, because that will just be incremental gain. And we also ran some numbers. Last year we did 18,873 Bhagavatams. Out of that, 16,700 came from 20% of the temples. So what we are reaching out to them and telling them that if they can try and increase their score by 20 or 25%, then that will lead to another big push for India's total score. And then the smaller temples can do their bit. And then if more temples report scores, then in that way, we should be able to do much more than we did last time. And thanks to your efforts and your push, Bhadra Purnima is now as accepted here as the marathon. So everyone, for a few years in the past, we had to push people. But now it's a fact that, yes, we have to do Bhadra Purnima. So the Rath Yatra is just going to get over on the 5th. That's when Ulta Rath will get over. And then after that, the next big program is Bhadra Purnima. So we're going to push Bhadra Purnima.
Thanks, Narottam Prabhu. I really like your statistical analyses and looking at where the results are coming from. It's a great example for everyone. Wars are won in the general's tent by looking at maps, by looking at statistics, by finding out how much ammunition one has. All of these are critical for expansion. We're looking for increasing capacity. And as Narottam Priya Prabhu is pointing out, if you identify where there are places that are so far not involved that can get involved, you get incremental increases overall in your capacity. That's achieved mostly by giving personal attention to those people who are there and talking to them, as Narottam Prabhu is doing. And thank you very much for your indomitable spirit moving forward. We're looking forward to this year, and it's targeting next year. So we've been working towards the 100,008 Srimad Bhagavatam sets. We're hoping for that to be resonating in the ears of everyone starting from today, moving forward. If you don't have a target, you can't hit it. So let's go for it.
We have a request, Prabhuji, that if you can spend some more time with the devotees in India, then we would definitely be able to reach that goal.
Okay. I mean, one way
There's
we can
one,
do that. Yes, Prabhu,
sorry.
please. After
There's
you.
one nice story I just wanted to share if I have a minute.
You do.
So there's this group of devotees in Hyderabad. So they used to distribute Bhagavad Gitas at the stoplights there in Hyderabad. Then one of them, he's a brahmachari named Nityanand Charan. What he attended some of your talks, and one day he just took a Bhagavatam set to the stoplights, and everyone was laughing at him. How can you distribute? Because stoplights is less than a minute. The signal will be red for less than a minute, and so they were laughing at him. How can you do it? So for a couple of days, the Bhagavatam didn't go, but he kept bringing it there. And then on the third day, surprisingly, one person took the Bhagavatam. He just, a car opened the window and he just placed the Bhagavatam inside, and the person just asked how much instead of, what is this and all. And he just told him 6,000 rupees, and the person gave it. And then this is a group of around 15 devotees who go out every day. After that, all of them started taking Bhagavatam sets. Now they are distributing between 4 and 6 Bhagavatam sets daily on the stoplights. So their average is around 170 Bhagavatam sets in a month they are distributing just at stoplights. So I thought, you'll like this story. So I thought of just sharing it with you.
We don't like it. We love it. And this is a reminder, if you don't like the news, go out and make some of your own. This is the real news in the world. These breakthroughs are Lord Chaitanya's special blessings to the devotees who go out with sincerity. And as Prabhupada said in Vrindavan, 1975, he said, the master within their heart will show them how to do it. And that's that's what the excitement, the electricity of the Sankirtan movement is. It's going out and discovering by Lord Chaitanya's intelligence how to distribute the transcendental knowledge to others. Well, as usual, Narottam Prabhu, you hit a sixer. Thank you very much for walking the earth and for doing what you do out there. Looking forward to spending more time with you and the amazing devotees of India. I agree with you. It's a time we can lean in a little bit more. Please contact me and we'll figure out how to do that, okay?
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you for all your encouragement as always. Thank you so much.
It's always a pleasure, Prabhu. Best to all the devotees there, Hare Krishna, and to everyone on the ICC. Tell them we want to talk. Okay, now we have an announcement from our rising star. Actually, he's already risen, but he is a star, Ranchorji, distinguished youthful devotee who's helping the Sankirtan movement in amazing ways, in full samadhi. Please go ahead, Ranchor.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Quickly, I'd like to bring everyone's attention to the Global Youth Book Distribution Day, which will be taking place the last weekend of July, the 26th and 27th. It's part of the BBT's new official initiative, Youth for Book Distribution, which tries to get the next generation of devotees involved. The program is structured around a low commitment, low pressure day with friends. So we can encourage youth to come together with their friends and distribute books just for a day, and they will like it. Yesterday, Maharaj said that book distribution, there's nothing more fun than book distribution. So having faith in the taste of the activity, we can ensure that that's how the next generation will continue to distribute books. As I said, bring your friends, bring your enemies, tell everyone about the program. We only have a month left for this initiative, so we want as many temples to know about it. And we'd like if all the devotees can inform their local temples about this initiative so they can help facilitate it and organize it. We try to align it with the monthly Sankirtan festival, which many temples have at the end of the month. Most temples have it the last weekend. So hopefully we're not adding too much on the organizational aspect, but we really would appreciate if temples all came together and organized the activities for younger devotees so they can come out with their unbridled enthusiasm and distribute books. Additionally, hopefully we can dovetail this enthusiasm into helping with your Bhadra Purnima initiatives, maybe encouraging younger devotees to see if their universities have Bhagavatams in their library, potentially opening new avenues. Additionally, the BBT last month at the Sadhu Sangha Kirtan Retreat in North America released a book distribution course. That's feedback that we've received both from youth for this specific initiative and just devotees in general, that they wanted some more training. So we have a level 1 course that goes over the mood and mission of distributing all of Prabhupada's books, which can be found on the front page of distributebooks.com, as Shamani Mataji is sharing her screen right now. And so we would love if everyone could direct the devotees in their region to come to this website and find out about the course and help educate devotees on why and how we should distribute Srila Prabhupada's books. I'll put some resources for both initiatives in the chat, but your support and advocacy is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Thank you, Vancho Prabhu. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Shri Panchatattva, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Shri Shri Radha Govinda, Shri Shri Radha Gopinath, Shri Shri Lakshmi Nrsingadev. We so desire, please empower our world team of book distributors to work together, arm in arm, hand in hand, to expand the distribution of Srila Prabhupada's books in unprecedented ways, attracting the attention of the demigods who may, in amazement, start to dance, shower flowers. May it please your lordships that the devotees have taken to the path of Sankirtan as the panacea for the world and for their own hearts to be purified. May we read Srila Prabhupada's books with as much vigor as he gave to writing them. And may we, with great enthusiasm, may we reach every door in every city and translate them into every language. And may we smash our goals for 2025 and 2026. Thank you for considering our request. Please join us for the next. Did you have an announcement, Shamahini?
Well, I just wanted to let everybody know that the next Super Sunday is going to be July 20th, so in 1 month's time.
July 20th. So next time, get an assembly like the one that we saw in Russia. And each one will stop in for the whole assembly. So think ahead and plan ahead to have a group, because we'll expand the scope of these meetings. And then just to end my prayer, thank you for considering my request. Everyone who agrees with the prayer I pronounced a few seconds ago, in whole or in part, please unmute and say Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hey, Vanchakalparusha.
Kripa Sindhu Patanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah.
Namo Namah. Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare
Too
Krishna.
huge, everybody.
Radhe,
Too
Radhe.
huge.
Oh, Hari Bol.
Go
Krishna.
big.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare